y'all, welcome back to Carla's Craft and Charm. I'm here today to share with you a couple of thrift store hauls that I've picked up over the past week or so. I was traveling to Florida last week, so on the way back I stopped at a couple of thrift stores down in Bainbridge, Georgia. I only found some things at one small mom and pop thrift store down there, but I'm going to show you that. I've got a couple of Goodwill stops I made and a stop at the St. Vincent de Paul shop in my area. So I want to thank you for coming back to check out this thrift haul, and let's just get started. So on my trip to Florida, like I said, I went to a mom and pop store down there, picked up a couple of things. So got those here. Didn't really find much in the way of books, or in the way of fabrics or crafts or anything like that. I only found some books. So the first thing I want to share with you I've never seen before is this 20th century typewriting book. Thought this was a pretty cool book. If you've never seen it before like me, I just want to share it with you real quick here. This book is unique because it opens at the top. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit so you can check this out. It's meant to stand up so that you can take the course. It says that it's a 1-year course for typewriting. This book is from copyright 1937, and it has pages on both sides, but they are opposite each other. So love these vintage typewriter photos. I learned to type on a typewriter, but certainly not that vintage. Other than that, it's just got pages talking about fundamentals of typing and stuff. Have y'all ever seen this book before? I thought it was pretty cool. It's got some tables and things like that. What's unique about them, to me, is that they're dated 1937. So I thought that was a pretty cool find. It's got some manuscript type pages, letters, just a variety of tables. And everything in here is dated 1937. Sometimes I see books that just come up with an arbitrary date, but I thought it was kind of cool that this one did not. The pages are in really good condition. They're a little more on the thinner side, but I love this yellowing that they have. The outside I need to clean up a little bit. It does have some water damage on it, but I thought that might make a pretty cool journal cover. You could either go landscape or maybe even portrait. So we'll see what I can make out of that. I paid $10 for these things that I got at this little mom and pop. She just gave me a group price for everything. Next up, I got this little King bridge book. I'll zoom you back in. These things aren't as large. On this book, let's see, can't seem to work my zoom function. User error. We'll just stay there. This is a bridge book. I didn't really necessarily need the outside, although I think that might make a cool small mini journal cover. This has some gold etching around the edges and this symbol, and it says King on it. But this bridge score pad is very pretty. One of them is written on, but then all the others are blank. So I can definitely slide those down in pockets. They're perfect tag shapes. Pretty good thickness. Love the coloring on those. I got a Good Housekeeping appetizer book. This is from, let's see what year we got here. I remember looking. I know it has a date somewhere because I remember looking at it. Am I just overlooking? Oh, 1958. So this is from 1958. I want to do some cooking journals, and I thought these pictures would be just adorable in there. I'm not crazy about old-timey food, but these images are just super cool, and I love how it the ink goes from this, it's monochromatic in each section. So you've got the pink and the black and white, then you go to the green, orange, goes to blue, but these pictures are so adorable. I love them, and they don't even have to go in cooking journals. They could go in a variety of different journals. So yeah, I picked that up. Super cute. Probably will not use the cover. It's not in great shape, but I love those images in there. I got a work basket, April 1959. Again, the cover's not in great shape, but it is quite old, and it is just paper. But these images in here I thought were really cool. They're all black and white with a little bit of red floating around. It's got some patterns, flowers, cooking type things. So yeah, picked that up. I picked up this field guide on trees. This is from 1956. I know these are very common with junk journalers. I don't own a field guide like this. I've been looking for the flower one, but I haven't been able to put my hands on it. So yeah, just your typical field guide. These pages are good for cutting up and using in tags, or you can fussy cut these images out. It's always nice to have greenery on a page. I have a lot of flowers, but I don't really have tons of greenery fussy cuts. So I thought that would be good. And the last thing I got is this Wintertime Ideals book. I have a lot of Ideals books, and I need to start using them. This is from 1963, and if you're familiar with Ideals, then you know how it goes. They have these stories or poems or whatever they are in there, along with these pictures. Be good in wintertime journals. And I noticed when I was flipping through this that it also has some Valentine's things in it as well. So I don't have any of the winter Ideals. Thought that would be a good addition. We've got Valentine's back here in the back. Yep, here we go with the Valentine's. Super cute. That'll go in my teacher journals. I just need to remember where these things are when I get around to doing journals. Oh, and I love this order form that they have in the back. The pictures of the things that they're selling. And this, love this page so much. February 1963. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. We'll get some use out of that. That's all I got from the mom and pop thrift store down there. I did go by a antique shop that's not too far from me. I've never been in before, and I wanted to visit. This is the only thing I picked up there. This is a word roll piano paper. This is for Deck the Halls, and it's made by QRS. They wanted $5 for this, but they were having half off of their booth. So I got it for $2.50. I don't own any of these, but I've seen them before, and I think they're really cool. I'm going to be working on some Christmas journals before too much longer. So we're going to get some use out of this. As you scroll, for anyone that hasn't seen this, you've got the old piano cutouts there. But then it also has words, and I didn't realize that. Guess I've never looked into it far enough to see that. So it's got the words written out. So I thought that was going to be super cute in my Christmas journals. I was excited to find that. They had a bunch, so I may go back and see if they're going to mark them down any further. I mean, he probably had 30 or 40 of them in his booth. And I like the box. The box will be great for storing maybe washi tapes or something like that. The perfect size when I get done with that. My Goodwill haul. I went a couple times. The first time I picked these things up. I think that's it. Yep, that's all I got. This paper I paid $1.09 for, and I just really liked the red with the white polka dots. Again, thinking about Christmas time journals. It's a great weight. It'll be good for either landscape or portrait. Cut out for tags. It's a pretty good size roll. Paid $1.09. I got this stamp set, $1.09. Let's see here. I have no idea who it's by. Could have removed the sticker, I guess, before you got on here. I liked these butterflies that go down. And there's a hummingbird, there's some leaves, and just some scrolls. So I think I'll get good use out of that stamp. $1.09. I got these time cards for $1.09. I have Dollar Tree time cards. That's the only time cards I have. So I thought it'd be neat to have some different time cards in my stash. I would likely coffee or tea dye these just because they're so stark white. I don't know how I feel about the black stripe down the side, but you could definitely cut that off or cover that up. I do like the size of these. So paid $1.09 for these. And finally, on this trip, I got these cutouts. I've got the things to do a Candyland journal that I want to do soon, and that's what this reminded me of. It may be from that. Some of them have names written on them, but some of them are plain, and I might be able to get that off with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. But I thought these would be cute for tuck spots in that Candyland journal. And then we've got the candy. Suckers, peppermints, have different colors. So yeah, I paid 69 cents for this. So I picked that up. That's all I got that day at Goodwill. I went to the St. Vincent de Paul store and picked up a few things. I paid, I can't recall what I paid in total. I paid $1 for this bunch of flat blue lace. They had some purple too, but they wanted more for it. And I don't really have a huge need for purple, so I left that behind. But I like the size of this lace, and it's a really pretty baby blue. So that's a pretty good size piece in there, if you can see that, for $1.09. Not $1.09, $1. Thinking about Goodwill. I got this deck of cards, which I did not need. I have tons of cards. They were 50 cents, but what I liked was the color. We're back to the red and white polka dots here, but I thought these would be good in my Christmas journals. They're unopened, and they are sorted by suit. So I got those. I got, this was unopened. I opened it the other day when I've already filmed a video that did not come out well, so this is my second time. This is a 50-piece set. I cut it open so none were out. And this is wooden clothespins, extra large size. I don't own any of these, and I recently saw where someone told me that, a video told me, that they wrap their lace with these. And I thought that was a great idea. You could also do snippet rolls, and I want to do some more snippet rolls with either paper or fabric. So when I filmed the other day, I had done this example of what I saw, so I'll show you that. I just took a piece of lace that I have up there, and the video that I was watching said that they take their lace, start it in the slot like this, and then wrap it up. So I thought that was a really cool idea. I can see a lot of uses for that in my crafting. I have a lot of lace going on over here that I have on cardboard sleeves that I cut out, so I think I like this idea better. It just looks a little bit classier. So great find for $1 for those 50 clothespins. All right, I got a couple books. The children's books, I got 4 of those, were 50 cents each. I want to do a transportation journal. This is Maybelle the Cable Car. Never heard of this book before. It's by Virginia Lee Burton. It is a discarded library book, and it indicates that it's copyright 1912, but this is the 5th printing, and it doesn't have the year of that 5th printing on it, but I know this book is not from 1912. I thought that this book was so pretty. I want to do a transportation journal. I've already said that, ignore me. And I want to include like old-timey cars and trains and airplanes and just all the ways of transport. And I thought this would be a great book to do that journal in. These pages I just love, and they're on the front and the back. And then throughout, just beautiful images in this book. So pretty. And then they have these swirlies about some of the pages that you could cut out if you wanted to. You can make tags, journaling cards. Has a library pocket in the back, bonus. But yeah, I thought that that was a really cool looking book. The back and front cover, which I would leave 100% with doing a journal. Let me see if I can cut this off real quick. Let's see, it's secured on. Because I wanted to show you the front and back cover. There we go. Is that not beautiful? It's in such great shape. I love that so much. And the back is just as beautiful. So when I do this journal, I will keep the front and the back cover and make a new spine for it. I'm super excited for this, and maybe my next journal I do. 50 cents for that book. If you don't like clowns, you may want to turn away now, because my next book is about clowns. Forewarning, I know a lot of people don't like clowns. This is the Book of Clowns. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I thought it was cool. I have some Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey patches that I've thrown in a couple of my journals, and I thought that would be neat to do a circus theme journal. So that's what I got this for. It's not very big. It's 1975. It has some cute images in it, so I can use these for that circus journal. Like I said, not a ton of pages. Haven't counted them, but probably no more than 15 in there. And a clown on the back. 50 cents. I got 2 Jan Brett books. I really like her books a lot. I have several others. The Wild Christmas Reindeer and The Night Before Christmas. Told you before I'm going to be working on those Christmas journals. So these are going to be perfect for that. Night Before Christmas, you can never go wrong, no matter who wrote it. What Jan Brett does that I find unique is she does these side images on every one of her pages. This is glossy pages. You see my lights shining off of it. But those can be cut up. These pages could be used in a journal in their totality. Beautiful images, very busy. So I'd have to pick and choose. But I love these little side panels that she has in all of her books. Super pretty. I'd probably put some gesso on this because it is a little bit glossy. This book, my favorite find of the day when I went to that St. Vincent de Paul. I may make one journal out of these. This is from 1990. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I think this book was right around that same time period. Probably dropped off by the same person. 1998. The Night Before Christmas. This one, 1990. These side panels in this journal go by date. December the 1st to December the 24th. That's going to be so great in a journal. Make tags. Could put them in a variety of Christmas journals. But just the mere fact that they're dated, I loved that. So if you're looking for something with some dates on it as you lead up to Christmas, this would be a really good find if you can find this book. Super, super pretty. 50 cents for that. And I got 2 more books from the craft section. These books were 25 cents each, and I couldn't pass them up. I didn't love this book in terms of what I would use the images for. Could use the outside maybe for a glue book at Christmas time. This is Crafts Joy to the World, dated 1998. There are some cute little crafts in here, I must say. I might just look at it to do some of those crafts. But each page has a different craft on it. They all have this intro telling you what the craft is and then the instructions. I like the look of this, so I could definitely cut that out and use that. But yeah, just different crafts in here. So I don't know how much use I'll get out of this book, to be honest with you, but for a quarter, I couldn't leave it there. And maybe I can use that cover, make a new back as a glue book. This book I own. I've had it for many years, back from our cross-stitching days. And what's unique about, again, a quarter, what's unique about this book is, let me tell you the publication date first, 1989. This book gives examples of the cross-stitch patterns completed on the page with the pattern. But then in the front, starting around this, you get the completed pattern and these old-timey images. They're so beautiful, y'all. I would definitely use those on journaling cards. So I'll be cutting those out. I love those so much. They're all just that old-timey look. And these words can definitely be used in some Christmas journals because they say Christmas and spirit and things like that. And I really like that font. So I was super excited when I saw that. I will definitely be cutting those out. And I won't lose any of them because they all have the cross-stitch image on the back. How great is that? Book's in great condition too, and this could definitely be used as a glue book. So I got that. That was all I got at the St. Vincent de Paul, and I spent about $5.45, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry I lied to you. I got one more thing for my $5.45. I got this bag of buttons. I paid $1. And this bag just has a variety of buttons. It has a few other things in here, some needles, some tweezers, some metal pieces, some threads. The entire reason, I don't need buttons, y'all. I have so many buttons. The entire reason I bought this was for these buttons. I love these buttons. They just had a super vintage feel to them, and I thought they were beautiful. They're in orange and red. They have this little coppery bronze indentation on them. So pretty. A little bag of those, only 6. And then there was a couple other in here that I liked, but I mainly bought it for these. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This one I thought was pretty. This one. A lot of them can be used as closures. These were cool. I like how thick those are. Those might be good. You could wrap something around on the covers. Yeah, so just a variety of buttons, pins. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I don't know that I'll keep them all. They're not all my favorites, but there was a load in there for $1, and I actually got those favorite buttons, so don't regret that purchase at all. My last share with you is this week I stopped by Goodwill in my area, and I picked up 3 things there. Picked up these gift tags. I thought they were pretty. 50 tags. I like how they're cut out. Paid $1.09. And I opened these the other day. They're pretty good weight of cardstock. White on the back, but you could dye that. You could glue those down, make them a tuck spot. You can put these on tags. You can use them as tags. I just thought that was a really good find. I've got Christmas trees, Santa, an ornament, a stocking, a snowflake, and a snowman. So I really liked that find. I thought it was cool. They're not vintage, but I just like the look of them with the silver background on them. I got these strawberry recipe cards. Paid $1.09. Going to be doing some recipe journals. I already have the books. I just got to do the journals. These are cardstock. Pretty good weight of cardstock. They have strawberries on them and this gingham looking border. Strawberries on the back. And a good amount of writing space for recipes. Thought that would be a great addition. And I have some strawberry fabric. So I could definitely use that in some of the cooking journals. There are, doesn't say how many, probably about 20 or 25 here if I had to guess. Found those. And I also found these. These were jar topper, mason jar topper fabrics. Obviously of the same design. There's 12 of them here. 4 sets of 3 in here. They're cut with the pinking shears. Got strawberries. They're red and white check and plain red. How cute would this be? This was already taped together like this for purposes of the front of the packaging, which I got rid of the other day, as a flip. You could just use these for so many things. I thought they were super cute. I paid $1.09 for these, and I got 12 pieces of fabric. So yeah, that was it. That's my thrift haul over the past couple of weeks. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and that you keep coming back and watching my thrift and estate store hauls. I'm going to be going to a estate sale this weekend, hopefully. It's supposed to be super hot in Georgia this weekend. It has been super hot. Wherever you are, stay cool. Keep crafting. Like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate y'all coming and spending your time with me, and I hope you have a great day.